documenting the Symantec DLP upgrade activity. I'm involved in this activity for the last more than 24 hours, and it is still going on. So here is what happened. We have a client with a primary site and a DR site. We have the enforce server on the primary site and the database, of course. The secondary or DR site database remains in the standby mode and it gets all the replication and everything. We have an enforce server at the DR site which remains turned on with all the services stopped. So whenever we need, we can, start the services on the DR side, and it will use the replicated database as its own, and it will be communicating to the detection servers. We don't have any DR specific detection servers, and detection servers are scattered all over the country. We have more than 50 of them, including the OCRs. All right, so here's what happened. We were supposed to start this activity, upgrade the primary site enforce server, and before that, what we usually do is we ask our DBAs to stop their replication between the primary and DR site databases. So there are no changes. Idea behind this: once the enforce server at primary site is upgraded, then we go to the DR site, which is, remember, disconnected in all ways during the activity. So the server still thinks it has its own database, which is on the older version, and the application is still on the same version. Server starts. We upgrade the server to the newer version, similar to the primary site, and then we disable the server again and let the database is replicated. So that is how the database, of course, knows there is a upgraded enforce server, and both enforce servers, without communicating or knowing about each other, are upgraded. Something happened. I don't know. I'm not a DBA expert. The database team informed us during middle of the activity that once we have upgraded our primary enforce server, somehow the database replicated to the DR site. Now, this is a very unique situation because before that, we have done so many upgrades for this client. Every time enforce server upgrades and puts whatever information it is supposed to put into the database during the upgrade process. And same happens with the primary site, and same happens with the DR site. And after that, we do the replication. Now, in this case, if we specifically go to the DR site, the enforce server is on the older version, which is 16 RU1, and the database has now the knowledge of 16 RU2. This was a unique situation for Broadcom support as well. They said they have never come across, but long story short, we did some changes into the migrator XML files, configuration files, and we made sure that the migrator tool does not run all the checks, and it also does not go for URT before installation. So there is a way to do that. We went into the XML file, we removed everything that was that could have been a showstopper, and then we have migrated to the DR site. Now, both primary server and DR server are on 16 RU1. No, sorry, not RU1. Both primary server and DR site both are on 16 RU2. Sorry, I'm exhausted because I'm in the activity for the last 30 hours, I think. Yeah. So, okay. So now both servers are upgraded. Both know that they are connected to the real database that actually corresponds to their version and all that stuff. Although that shouldn't be a big deal. I don't know. I'm not a DBA expert, but I think it's okay. And now our DBA team, what they are doing is They are rebuilding the DR database all over again from primary to DR. I don't know how it will go through, but apparently this looks right at this point. We have a DR drill scheduled next month, and that is one time we will figure out if this thing worked or not. So I think I'll be able to document what happens once we do the DR drill on this activity. I'll also post some notes into my blog. However, since it's a client site and there is a NDA between us and the client, so I cannot give more detail. I can write down the commands, I can specify the steps, what we did with the XML file. Even I can reproduce the environment in my test lab, and yeah. So let's see how it goes in the DR drill. Thank you.